Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Time for Tidbit Tuesdays. We're about halfway through October, and yes, you're going to hear me talking a lot about open enrollment. And please, please, please get on my calendar after November 1st, before December 15th, so we can review your existing plan. Very important you renew your plan. But something I get asked a lot about insurance, which is a little interesting to me. Um, So you buy health insurance because you want to be able to have it pay for things like when you get all your wellness checks, preventive stuff. If you're sick and don't feel well and need to go to the doctor, great. What we hope we don't need to use is the hospitalization piece or the emergency piece or the surgery piece. So other insurances like auto insurance, homeowners insurance, you have those coverages, you pay for them, you actually hope to never use them, right? Who wants to get in a car accident? Who wants their house to burn down or their house to flood? You don't want to have to file a claim on those, but you pay those premiums because you get it in case something bad happens. The same is true on some supplemental things for health insurance. I get major medical. I just talked about having it for those wellness things. But truly, a lot of people, when I evaluate people's needs for health insurance, I always ask how they're using their health insurance. Because if you want it just to cover the bad things, and I get asked this a lot, just need a catastrophic plan. Well, there's really not a true catastrophic plan other than you pick a plan that has a super high deductible and nothing is paid other than your wellness until you hit that large deductible. So those are more all-in or catastrophic plans. Actually, you hope to never use that. If you're healthy and you don't foresee a lot of incidences, then maybe that's a good plan. Supplemental stuff is meant, again, to fill in the gaps that major medical doesn't cover or help offset the costs you're going to have with major medical plan if you do have an event happen. I'm not talking for your routine things. I'm talking about if you have an accident or if you have a heart attack or you have cancer. You don't buy these supplemental coverages in the hopes of having to use it. You buy it for the reason it protects you, your family, from excessive expenses if something catastrophic happens. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's risk level is different. So you have to get the coverages that you're comfortable with having and cost analysis on how much things cost. But if you can save a ton of money on premium, I think it makes sense to consider at least some form of supplemental coverages to help offset in case a catastrophic event happens. I personally have a cancer plan. I hope never ever to use that cancer plan. I'm very happy to send my money in every month because that means I didn't get cancer. It's kind of how I look at it. Um, but with the stats of how many people get cancer, 1 in 3 women, 1 in 2 men. If you have family history, it's higher. I feel like that's a good investment to protect me and my family in case one of us gets cancer. And they do give me $75 a year in a screening benefit, so that's nice. We'll offset to that. But those are the plans that you have in case something happens. You pay it. To me, it's an investment in the future. We cannot predict what's going to happen. If we could all buy insurance based on what was going to happen. Wouldn't that be wonderful? You only pay for coverage that you actually need and you're going to use, but insurance doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. So think about that this open enrollment season. If I'm saving you money, ask about other options to help offset your expenses. I talked about cancer plan, there's accident plans, there are out-of-pocket protection plans, which mainly will help offset your big deductible for a hospital stay or your out-of-pocket max. It can help with that. So depending on age, who we're covering, it might might make sense to have one of those plans in place so that you are well protected and you're not at risk of dipping into your savings or blowing through all of it, not being able to work and not being able to make money to help pay for medical bills. There's all kinds of ways that these supplemental coverages can help um, basically give you some income to pay for these things. So it's not just having medical insurance, because people are often surprised that they still have a deductible to meet, that they still have copays and all those things. Insurance calls that cost sharing. Even though you're paying a lot of money, in some cases for the premium, they still expect you to cost share when you use it. So this is just another way. Yes, you're paying for premium, but generally the supplemental coverages are not very expensive. So it does make sense to figure out if we can work that into your budget. So again, you're more protected in case something bad happens. So until next week, peace out.